All right, these are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Militiaman article quote. In the names members of the Finance Committee after the Parliament vote, unquote, the Finance Ministry, FM, side of the monetary reform process is looking to be ready to go with approved committee in place. I suspect that the CBI is ready to go with I suspect that the CBI has been ready as well. It is the CBI and FM that need to work in conjunction with each other with respect to the exchange rate change back to a previous area that will usher them into a new era moving forward, one that brings purchasing power. Right, BGG says some actual perspective might be in order today. Iraq has just undergone a major electoral shift during these last elections. It has trended towards a much more reformist, for the people agenda. The margins are very, very close. Some of the old guard in Parliament is holding on for dear life. It appears currently they, old guard, have just enough support to temporarily block the formation of this reformist government. I do not expect these obstructionist margins to sustain. They, Sadr, and the reformist will get this done. And isn't that what everyone wants? Long-term reforms in Iraq. Right, Sampson article quote, a legal expert clarifies the time period for choosing the President of the Republic and reveals the details of dissolving Parliament. Quote, in the event that the new President of the Republic is not chosen, the Parliament's presidency can postpone it until April 6 only. If we exceed this period, we will be facing an irresolvable failure, and Parliament may be dissolved. Sandy Ingram says Iraq exported 15.43% of its oil to 6 European countries during the month of February. Turkey, 9.1 MB, Italy, 5.1 MB, Greece, 4.25 MB, Netherlands, 2.05 MB, and France, 1.01 MB. As investors in the Iraqi Dinar, we are hopeful these oil relationships and transactions will continue regardless of the outcome or the disruption in Russia and the Ukraine. Right, God Lover says security and stability will come from a new seated government. I do agree, as everyone likely does, that NSCNs will not work with a program rate. I wish I could believe that NSCNs had been printed and the training had happened and continues, but I have not seen any evidence of this. Certainly, the opening of the 2022 budget will prove one way or another. Right, Militiaman, in response to God Lover's NSCN and bank training post, Militiaman says, per my personal conversation with Delta, who reads Arabic, my personal conversation with Pompey, Peter, and his contacts, they've seen the data printed in Arabic spreadsheet, showed that the CBI spent tens of millions on printing new currency, not to mention the film of them destroying large 000 notes. As for training on the NSCNs, I have nothing to support that to be true personally. However, I like to believe that WS Walking Sticks Banking Connection would have knowledge of said training. There's nothing to support that the project to delete the zeros is not moving forward, and for Iraq to go to transform a new era would require the NSCNs to have been printed by now. In my view, the wait should not be all that long from here to find out. All right, Mark Z via PDK. I'm hearing from my banking contacts they expect a full flow of dollars on Tuesday, a full flow of not only bonds but also currencies. This is coming from 2 international banks. I am excited about that and really hope we see it. We've had many false starts, and I know you are all as frustrated as I am. Even if it's not tomorrow, it does appear we are in the end of this. All right, Pimpy, I want them to reinstate the rate. I do. I'll take it. Heck, I'll take half that amount. It's not that I don't support the $3.22 rate. Of course I do, but my concern is if this isn't handled properly, you could damage the economy and hurt the people more than you think, and that would be long term. If I'm going to benefit, I hope all benefit, especially the people in Iraq. Caparoni says, like I've been saying for many years, there is no RV. Only with the success of Iraq's economy can the dinar go up in value. There is no RV. There are no redemption centers. It's not how monetary policy works. Mark Z via PDK, Iraq is still pushing to have a new value before April 4th. In an article today, they state that the choosing a new president is not important to the white papers and the monetary reform, and they are continuing to push forward on returning the rate to a previous era. RV already says Parliament getting dissolved would do nothing and might give Maliki more of a majority. I'm hoping if this is not resolved, the federal court will use extraordinary powers to appoint a new president of the republic, and he appoints a new PM. This might defeat Maliki and his friends. All right, and lastly, Mark D via PDK. I'm still not 100% certain that Tuesday is our day. 2 contacts from large international banks think tomorrow will be the day everything starts. I am praying and hoping it is true.